Hello everybody and thanks for joining us. We're going to have some fun today in East London. It is the first of 3 KFC T20 International, South Africa versus England. And conditions are pretty good. There's a big wind. That's the one thing that's going to get the players thinking a little bit. But we have a pretty good turnout as well. The conditions weather-wise might test one or two of those spectators, might test one or two of the players. It is quite warm, about 25 degrees, and good to see all these people in. But the T20 game, as we know, is all about entertainment, and I'm sure these people have turned up today to really enjoy what's going to happen in East London. Okay, so I've got Sean Pollock alongside me. Sean, right, let's go through the South African lineup.
Yeah, no surprise. I think Timber at the top of the order is the right call rather than at number 3 in the shorter format. I think he's been in good touch, so he'll open with Quinton de Kock. Smuts will stay in the middle order there at number 4. Miller, Pretorius back into the mix, the all-rounder. Obviously will make contributions with bat and ball. Pech Lekwayo. They're sticking with Björn Hendricks, Shamsi, Ngidi, and then the old man's back, Del Steyn, 45 T20 internationals for South Africa. He's been out of the mix for a while, been playing some T20 formats around the world, and he gets his opportunity again. For England, the big fish are back. Butler, Bairstow, Morgan, Roy. Stokes is back into the mix. Denley's going to come in at number 6, which is a little bit of a different position for him. Moeen Ali, Tom Curran, who was really good in that last game at the Wanderers and the one-day internationals. Rashid, Jordan, and Mark Wood has made his way back into the equation, so he'll be offering up quite a bit of speed at some stage in the middle there for England.
I'll tell you what, it's exciting for England to have those guys back. Wood, Butler and Stokes. They are 3 game breakers, there's no doubt about it. And they have been the heartbeat of the England side for a while, and of course did so well in the 50-over game for them. England won the toss, going to field first. Owen Morgan was just a little bit unsure. What was your call about that, Sean?
Yeah, I don't think the surface will change, and he's quite keen to chase. I think T20 format, it's what teams are comfortable doing at the back end and how they feel that they can influence proceedings. What is interesting is to see that it's obviously Quinton and Temba Bavuma at the crease for South Africa, but England deciding to open with Moeen Ali. And it's actually not a surprise for me. We saw the impact that Joe Root had against Quinton de Kock, so I think it's a good call, asking him to make the play up front, create the pace. And he's bowling from the end where the wind will be coming into him, so you probably get it to drift away from the right-handers and into Quinton de Kock, so it's a good call.
Drift away? I think sort of curve away with this wind. That's what's going to happen. Righto, so Temba elevated. De Kock's been in terrific form. He's going to have his little off breaks where he doesn't normally fire the ball in. Economy rate in T20 is a little bit higher than what he would like. There's the wind. At times it's been up to 40 k's per hour, these gusts. That's why the players are going to be thinking about this wind throughout the day. At the moment, around about the 30 k per hour mark. No chance of rain, that's the good news.
Yeah, it can be disconcerting for both bowler and batsman. Get blown as you run into the crease and lose your balance just as you're about to deliver. But as the batsman standing in the position as well, there's where the wind is coming from. It can be a bit disconcerting, almost pushing you over at times. So it's a challenge I'll have to deal with.
Come on. I'm sure they've played in windy conditions. There you go. There's the direction from the sea. Righto, it's time for entertainment. Time for a bit of fun. Umpire Bongani Jele is at the business end. Here we go, let's go.
And last time Moeen Ali opened the bowling for England was in 2014. Temba gets off the marker. You have to watch those kind of deliveries, as you saw that one just drifting away from him.
Center.
So de Kock being a left-hander, if we just have a look at his leg side already, you'll see there's the 2 outfielders that are allowed are there. That's the wind direction from where de Kock is batting from.
Yeah, Monelli's going to have to watch so he doesn't get too straight, because he obviously wants to tuck Quinton de Kock up as much as possible. On the offside, everyone's up inside the ring, so he doesn't want to offer up any width. But you can see those two men behind square in the leg side. If it gets too straight, Quinton will just help it on its way and look to sweep it in that area. So he's going to get it to drift in.
With those men back, it allows plenty of room just to ease the signal to get off the mark.
Yeah, it's quite a good visual, that last delivery, at how much impact the wind will have on that white kookaburra.
This is only the third one-day international T20 game played here. Average score in those was 163. Pretty gentle stuff from O'Nally at the moment. So Quinton de Kock now is just having a good look around to see where the potential for boundaries are. We know that's the way he always looks. Quick single at this stage, safely home. That's a bit wide, he missed out. That was one to hit, there's no doubt about that. The last for the over. 4 off it, 4 for none. And Brad White is the 4th umpire, and of course David Boone in his 61st T20. Over the top, is it? Oh, just over the top. Believe me, if it was anywhere near Jordan, he would have taken that catch. 4 runs to de Kock.
Yeah, he had to be Air Jordan at that moment to get up high enough to be able to take that one. But there's the first one, the first shot of intent from the South Africans. And Quinton de Kock does it well. As I mentioned, it can be a difficult ground to pop the ball over the inner ring. Only just gets over Air Jordan.
That might just be enough to get Quinton de Kock in the form he's in at the moment. Fired up. Gone over the top again. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Back-to-back boundaries. It loves a T20 game, does Quinton de Kock.
Yeah, this is good striking from Quinton. On this kind of surface, it might be a better option to whack it straight down the ground rather than going across the line. You can trust the bounce. Even that one wasn't hit with a massive amount of elevation, but perfectly placed.
So a big transfer of pressure here, back on a Tom Curran. Oh, and he's gone again, and that is a blinder. That is a magnificent shot. Goodness gracious me. He has blitzed that one for 6.
Absolutely brilliant. I tell you what, with a strong wind that's coming across the ground, you've just got to get it airborne, and it's going to make its way over the boundary. That came off the middle of Quinton de Kock's bat. Of that, there's no doubt. Perfect length. He just drops that back leg to make sure he gets the elevation, and once it's up in the air, the wind is going to be helping it to go all the way.
14 runs now off the over. Right, so they've kick-started now, South Africa. Oh, goodness me, that's gone. That's a no ball, and it's gone for 4 as well. You don't want to be in the receiving end of that at 146 k's per hour.
Wow, your live flashes in front of you. That's a warning to Mark Wood as well. Have a look at this delivery. Above waist high. He obviously did brilliantly in the test series, but has had time off, gone back home, and maybe a little bit rusty after all his travels. But Quinton de Kock actually does well to get a bat in it, so it's a free hit.
Oh, and again. Now he should be out of the attack, shouldn't he? First one was a warning. Was that one above waist height?
Well, Adrian Holstock had a look over to Bongani Jele, who's at square leg, and asked him for some confirmation, and Jele signaled no, that was just below waist high, but it wasn't far off. Gosh, I'm not convinced. I think on a slow-mo you might have a look at that and see that that was over the waist high. It should have been another free hit.
Here's a look at the white ball stuff. This is the first of 3 T20s. Oh, that's huge. No, it's not. No, it's not. It should be out. Is out. That is a big wicket for England. Thought it was going bigger than that. It wasn't. Denley was settled and he easily took that catch.
Yeah, as Quinton de Kock's walking off, he's intimating that he wanted to get it, trying to get it a little bit finer. There was no one back behind square on the leg side, and sometimes with such a strong breeze, you just think, well, if I get up and get the ball into the breeze, there's a good chance it'll carry all the way. That was comfortably short of the boundary. Then he had to make a lot of ground in, got himself well positioned, and that's a massive blow for South Africa. Quinton de Kock was striking at over 200, but he has to go for 31 now. South Africa 48 for 1.
Number 3.
Middle, please, Bond.
Rassie van der Dussen.
That's middle, thank you.
Yeah, what wasn't ideal as we look at Rassie's stats, what wasn't ideal from Quinton de Kock is he actually didn't even cross over, so he didn't get timbre onto strike. He's been at the crease for the 11 balls. He was more concerned about whether the catch would be taken. He just stayed in that crease. Timbre had made his way almost 3/4 of the way down the pitch. And that's as comfortable as it gets in the outfield.
Lovely start, Mo!
Bit of a chance here for England to get through a couple of deliveries.
I mean, a really good start from Mo O'Nally. 2.2 overs, 1 for 11 in the power 8 power play. And continues to build the pressure, so it's a wicket and 2 dot deliveries, exactly what England needed to get themselves back into this match.
It's a good sweep, solid sweep, and results with 4.
Brilliant option, takes the score to 54 South Africa. Had a brilliant option, this from Temba Bavuma from around the wicket. He's trying to be as tight on that leg stump, not offering up any width on the offside. It's a real strong point of Bavuma's game is the sweep, and the placement superb, just beats the man on the inner ring, and once he's done that, it's going to the boundary.
Man out there, so just a single again. Oopsie. Oh dear. Should have been. Also comfortable as he runs in, Denley, and then whoopsie doopsie. Gone 4. Man out there, oh, no chance. Had to run to his right, Denley. And even if he had been there, would have been some catch, some effort to get up that high to try and get it. 6 runs. Van der Dussen. Shot, beautifully played. It was short and Wood is quick, but not on here. Bavuma with a wonderful shot for 4. Misdirected again, helped on its way. 4 runs.
Much slower delivery, 112k, and it's just a tickle, is this? Out of the back of the hand.
Shot, well played. Slower, but still gets it away for 4. '50 partnership. Off just 31 balls between Temba Bavuma and Rassi van der Dussen. Yeah, good job after the first one was broken. Oh, that's straight, you know. No. None left.
Massive appeal. Oh, it pitches in line, it spins, it's straight, it's out.
Oh, yes. So inventive. It's so good. 100 comes up. And what a way to get it.
Still going at 10s. So much confidence. It's a leg spinner. He's not even looking at that.
Just checking. What are you going to do? What are you going to do next? Oh, that's will be out. Surely, that's out. Mr. Full Toss. He's thinking about reviewing it as well.
I wouldn't. Oh, they've reviewed.
Hits the back leg, doesn't it? A few laughing in his change room. It's because they're wondering, what are you doing, Rassi? Well, this is going to tell us. This is going to tell us whether he should or he shouldn't have. Right, here you go. Perhaps he thinks with the back and across he's got outside the line. Straight. Nothing on there, and bang in front.
Over the head of mid-off, that really is a gorgeous shot from Temba Bavuma. Takes him into the 40s. He's a little pocket rocket, this lad.
Yeah, this is absolutely brilliant from Bavuma. Got into a good position and just held his shape. A classic shot. You'd see it in all formats of the game. Holds the pose after he makes the contact, and brilliantly played. The field that they've got set, England, they've got 4 men on the leg side, so they want Stokes to angle it into the right hand and not open up the offside. Temba did it beautifully.
Squirted away on the offside. Just see Stokes with that delivery that went for 4, canting the seam to trying to get it go down, sort of scramble with a bit of side spin. Just enough width for Bavuma to lift that over mid-off. Gorgeous. Field's the same to van der Dussen. That's a few. No, it's gone up in the air and it's taken. Johnny Bairstow running in, taking it low. England needed the breakthrough. It's Stokes again.
Yeah, good cricket from Ben Stokes. He would have seen or been aware that van der Dussen was outside of his crease, and if he banged it in short, what would he have to do? He'd have to hit it to the leg side, and that would have been against the wind. So he beats him for pace. He doesn't get anywhere near the contact, probably hits it high up on the bat. And a good catch by Johnny Bairstow, who was a couple of meters off the boundary. You can't keep him out of the game, always making an impact for England. Ben Stokes, second wicket goes down with a score on Nelson. Van der Dussen goes for 31.
David Miller replaces Rassi van der Dussen.
He comes to the crease with his mind must be in a good space after that innings at the Wanderers. Was superb at the back end, got himself in and then really cut loose. Look at that strike rate, 140. He can be so explosive for South Africa, and also a good left-hand, right-hand combination now at the crease to try and use the strong breeze to their advantage.
Both front and back foot. It's a really good touch. Continues to sweep one-handed to Moeen Ali. He's just steered it round the corner to short fine leg. England have another.
It's a shot that he's used to really good effect throughout his innings so far, but this time he doesn't get anywhere near the power he was after. Maybe his front foot just got too far across, and all he does is actually just pick out the man at 45 with a friendly catch. Bottom hand comes off the bat, and that's as easy as you get. So the drop catch costs England basically nothing. They have their third. Mavuma goes for 43. There's the disappointment from the South African batsman. Important wicket for England. 3 down. Temba goes for 43. 113 on the ball.
So JJ Smuts is the new batsman. 1 man on 0, 1 man on 1.
Yeah, he plays for the Warriors, so they play half of their games here at East London, so should have a really good understanding for the surface. He only comes a little bit higher up in the order for his franchise team.
All of the fielders in the circle are right on the edge. Slight fumble, but only a single to end the 15th. 135 for 3.
15 overs have gone. What do you think? What do you reckon is a good total here today?
I think if we can try to push something close to 200, maybe close to 180.
Oh, catch. That's out.
Yeah.
Chris Jordan with the catch. And David Miller's got to go. Trying to go over the top. Unfortunately, that just gets caught up in the wind as he tries to clear mid off. And he's got to get out. We'll go back upstairs now to the commentators. Thanks, Luto.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's a wicket that South Africa certainly could have done without at the time. Tom Curran, first ball of his third over. Spent some time in the air, but who's underneath it? Jordan. He's got such great hands, Chris Jordan. Made that look easy. Believe me, it wasn't. David Miller disappointed with himself. Didn't really get going tonight. Played very well at the Wanderers on the pink day, but he's now gone for 16. And South Africa 135 for 4. Peklakoyo now. Got a bit of work to do, South Africa. They normally go at 10 and over in the last 5. That's what they've done in their last 10 T20 internationals. So there's a record for you. They have lost 2 wickets during that time. They've lost 1 actually in the first ball of the last 10. Strike rate is really healthy, 110 for Peklakoyo. Peklakoyo on strike. Giving himself some room, and he's hammering that one over the top, and that's gone for 6 runs. That's not a bad way to start an innings.
Well, they just don't need to have a look at any anymore. First ball, right in the slot.
That's solid, extremely solid. Wow, that's a beauty. He does, and he hits it sweetly. Wow, that is beautifully struck. That is 3 really sweet shots we've heard from Smuts. Oh, he's boosted that one. He's hit that for miles. That is a magnificent shot from Peklakoyo.
Wouldn't think people were going to be able to clear the rope that way. That is a massive hit. That must have been straight out of the middle of that bat. Slow ball into the surface, spotted it, knew it was coming. That is brilliant batting.
Yeah, it really is. His mind would have been saying go on the offside. Shorter boundary with the wind on the offside, then suddenly something short, and he just smashed it right out of the middle. 1 run from the over so far. Oh, that's a straight delivery, and Stokes is not going to drop that. This is outstanding stuff from Mark Wood.
Yeah, after a tough start with the new ball, Mark Wood is getting it right, and fireworks are going off. They've completely done me. Looked like actually just trying to dink it into the leg side because everyone was on the fence, and that is a big boundary. I'll be walking off thinking, I wish I'd just tried to hit it as hard as I could. All the power, and you try and just be a little bit cute. Smuts goes for 20, 170 for 5.
Pretorius back in the lineup. He'll certainly mix up his pace on this pitch. That's going to be his main string to his bow, the bowling, but he's got some batting to do at the moment with Andeli Petlakwayo on the non-striker's end right now. 2 balls left in this over. Hard into the ground, stuns it, just a single. Gee, this is good stuff from Wood, really is. Bowled him. Knocked that off peg out of the ground.
Brilliant from Jordan. He is excellent at the death. So much control, knows exactly what he wants to do with it, and he can execute. Any tail, just a hint maybe. So lush, no real chance for a reverse swing. Another one goes. Pretorius for 1, 172 for 6.
And Bjorn Hendricks at the crease now. Bowled him. He's on a hat-trick. That is magnificent from Jordan.
Unbelievable, just a hint going away this time. Just the way it comes out of his wrist and it just drifts across at good speed. 88 mile an hour from Chris Jordan. England were poor with the new ball, they are excellent at the death. Just see that seam, just see it tilted just enough. What a ball to get first up.
Gee, that's quality, it really is. You said earlier this is the job that he does. This is why he's in the team. He's got a smile now, and that's why he's on a hat-trick now. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Henry's gone for naught. 172 for 7. Steyn now back in the lineup for South Africa. Didn't expect to face a hat-trick ball, I'll bet. Hat-trick ball. Ease down the leg side, easy as you like, says Dale Steyn. I'll just take 4.
Oh, Sean Pollock doing the fielding. Not quite.
Hard into the ground again, and that's going to be a run out. He doesn't mind getting a wicket or 2 in the last over, Jordan. That is just magnificent stuff from him. England have done this brilliantly at the end, Rob. After being invited to bat, Bavuma 43 off 27 was really good work. He was the top scorer. De Kock 31, Van der Dussen also 31. De Kock was quick fire, just 15 balls. Then it just dropped away. They lost wickets at the wrong time, unfortunately. And the Petlakwayo was run out for 18, but a couple of guys in single figures, they didn't really kick in. That was a problem for South Africa. And the partnership's really good at the top, 48 and 63 respectively. 22 and 35 in the middle, Smuts and Miller, Smuts and Petlakwayo, but then fell away pretty smartly. And the 20 overs were up before they knew it. If you look at the bowlers, a couple of these bowlers got some tap right at the start, the seam bowlers in particular. Moeen Ali's numbers were really good, 4 overs, 9 dot balls, 1 for 22. He certainly was 1 star. The other one was Rashid, 4 overs, 9 dot balls, 1 for 23. That's outstanding stuff from him. And then, of course, Jordan came back at the right time, picked up wickets. Wood came back and bowled a good over the right time. So sort of performances at crutch moments of this game that really do make a difference. That's the situation. That's what England need to do. They need 178 runs to win. Remember, this is the first of 3 games, and they need to go at just under 9 runs per over. The weather's great. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. We are going to have a terrific game here. They're going to take a break. Don't miss the chase. Welcome back to Buffalo Park, where South Africa have been on the charge. They've posted a good total, 177 for 8, and that's what England require from here. They've got to go at 9 runs per over, so that is going to be a challenge. But they've got a couple of blokes at the start who love to be aggressive, who love a challenge. Jason Roy, look at that strike rate. 145, best of 78. That would have been in no time whatsoever. And also Josh Butler. Now let's just Watch him bat as well. Check his strike rate, 138. Extraordinary stuff. Sean Pollock's alongside me. Sean, these blokes can go.
Yeah, plenty of firepower up front for England. Of that, there is no doubt. Dale Steyn, he'll have his work cut out for him, and hopefully he can make some early inroads. Look at that, best of 4 for 9, average of just over 17.5. He's an experienced campaigner. Let's see what he can do.
What a delight to have Steyn back for South Africa. On target straight away. Pretty good gas as well at 140 k's per hour. Oh, that's clean. That's very clean. Butler loves playing those sorts of shots. Looking to drive on the up at every opportunity.
Now, this is the battle that you face as a bowler in T20 international cricket. Is, do you try and get the ball to shape? Do you try and find the outside edge? Because often it means that you offer up a little bit of width. And that's nicely played. It was a cross-seam delivery. Just opens that face. Picks the gap between the man at backward point and square cover.
Oh, he's whipped that away. That is beautiful stuff. Crack. That's gone. That's gone like a rocket for 4. 7 runs off the over. The first 5 deliveries were good. The last one travelled 18 for none.
Going back to a normal pace delivery there, Lungi and Giddy, 131 kilometers per hour. It's a bit of a drag down. And absolutely smoked, hammered in front of square.
Could be out. Is out. Bottom of the bat. Steyn strikes. Brilliant from Dale Steyn. He's back in the game, and he's back in the wickets column.
And that takes him to top of the wicket-taking table for South Africa in the T20 format. Very good. We mentioned at the start of the day's play that hitting over the top on this ground can be challenging. You can often find the ball making contact with the bottom of your bat, and that's exactly what's happened here. Back of a length delivery, goes after it. You can see it come off the toe and no power involved. Comfortable catch for Miller. And the very dangerous Butler has to make his way to the change rooms. A big breakthrough this for South Africa. Dale Steyn's back in the mix. After 8 deliveries, he's making an impact again at the top level. 19 for 1, Butler goes for 50. Johnny Bairstow, as we mentioned, in at number 3 in the T20 format, not at the top of the order as he is at the one-day internationals. Was in fine form at the Wanderers. Struck some wonderful blows as he got himself to 47 and 48. Strike rate also very high, 134.
And in Cape Town as well, him and Roy started very well there. Roy was the more dominant, but then Bairstow came to the fore after he was dismissed. Steyn. Oh, slower ball. He only just kept that out. There's a smile from Bairstow and a smile from Steyn. Oh, his leg side has gone for 4. Nicely worked from Bairstow. He's off and running as well. So 5 off the over, 23 for 1.
Yeah, there was a quick apology from Dale Steyn to Quinton de Kock. You know, he's let himself and the team down with that delivery. He's gone to the variation again, but just too straight. And he can pick it away, beats the man at short 45. Such a good over up until that point, a wicket and just a single off it. So disappointing way to end, but the wicket they'll take. It's the average he wants to improve on at this top level.
That's in the slot, but is it out? It's not out at 6 runs. Miller down there.
In this modern era, you often expect the fielders on the fence to be able to almost pull off these kind of catches. I think the fact that he had to backpedal means that he got himself into an awkward spot, couldn't pop it up and then get back into the field of play.
Slice this one over the top of covers. That's 2 bounces for 4, so 10 runs off the last 2 balls. That's high. It's coming to us. It's very close to us, Sean. Why didn't you catch that? Stick your hand out the window.
I didn't have a go-go arm to get it out of the window, but that's some clean striking.
Oh, he's gone again. One bounce four.
I just get the feeling he's not going to stop. He's not going to say, okay, well, I've done enough damage for the over. He's, if I recognise this, I'm going. Another example of it, didn't get it anywhere near. Once again, the bottom of the bat, the same that brought about the demise of Butler.
Stein again. Short and wide, Hammond, 4 runs, what a way to start. 4 off the first ball, they're on a roll now, England.
Gone again, that's gone for 6. Beautiful hit. I tell you, Jason Roy can hit him. We know he can.
Well, I reckon he likes it down that way.
Pace on it. Whip through the onside. Away it goes for 4. We're going upstairs. Seems happy, Bairstow.
Look at that, perfect. Johnny Bairstow is fine. He knew it. You can always tell by the body language of the players. That is a brilliant throw.
Excellent work. Fantastic cricket all round, actually, to push for the second, to then be in by just over a foot. You know, looking for boundaries, but also turning 1s into 2s. Shot. Oh, beautiful. That is so well done. He'll try and succeed. Short. Put away for 4. A 5th half century for Jason Roy. Off just 22 balls too. Given England a really good start to this chase. It's 87 for 1.
Look at the strike rate of Jason Roy, 231.
Oh, close, 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 out. Finger goes up. Peshugayo again.
It's going to sound weird, but he was done for pace. He's constantly changing the pace. Slower ball, quicker ball, and that one trapped him on the crease. I reckon as well, Jason Roy at the other end, or even Bairstow, there was that moment where they didn't feel like it was worth reviewing. Have a look here, just done. Just gets to him quicker than he thought. There you go, you see the bat come down that little bit later. The non-striker Roy's not running, not doing anything because he thinks it's out.
Thought long and hard, did Adrian Holdstock, and in the end the finger went up. Was convincing in his appeal. Andile Peshugayo. Bairstow gone. He's gone for 23, played well too. It's 91 for 2. England's captain, Owen Morgan. Good strike rate, best of 91. He certainly influences the game, he can hit it.
It's a horrible situation to be in.
Go on, diving away is Temba Bavuma. Slashing away is England's captain for 4.
Short and wide, and he gets the treatment, does this. Absolutely perfect for a left-hander. Look at it stand up. Slams it back with a point. England move past 100. 103 for 2. Am I in a bunker here? It's a bit quaint, isn't it? I've got a little chair, you've got a big stool here. What's going on?
Height issues, Dave Lowe. Height issues. Flipped away, leg side. Morgan helps himself to another boundary. So back-to-back 4s ends the 11th over. England 107 for 2. Beats the man at mid-wicket. Powerfully struck. 4. Fantastic again from Jason Roy. Doesn't always happen. And Roy's going to go after him. Bavuma can do nothing about that. That's extreme power. Oh, that's an extraordinary way to get out. Of all the deliveries that Jason Roy has hit to the boundary or over the boundary, a ball that has just plopped into the middle of the pitch, he somehow top-edged it round the corner to fine leg. He cannot believe it.
You see the grip there as it changes, and he bangs it in. It comes up so slowly. Plays 2 or 3 shots at it, Jason Roy. Can't believe it right now. But he's played so well. Real powerhouse player for England. Roy goals for 70, 132 for 3.
Joe Denley preferred to Dawid Malan, who's got an excellent record in T20 internationals for England, but primarily in the top 3. Denley coming in on this occasion at 5. Many were expecting Stokes.
Denley's the one who's under the pressure. He's just been at the crease for 2 deliveries. Can South Africa build some pressure on him? Tough deliveries. On his feet, hammers it wide of Rudolph.
And you get a sense that bowlers might think, oh, to the new man, I can choose a delivery to bowl in terms of whether it's got pace on it or not. It's tough starting, and you've got to make sure you're taking as much pace away from new players as possible, have them guessing at the pace of the surface. Out! Straight to the man! Andile Pesuayo.
Yeah, we talk about change-up, 111 kilometers per hour there from Pesuayo. The field set, plenty of protection back on the boundaries. The 2 men are up on the offside behind square. There's a man behind on the leg side up in the inner ring. All his protection is there, and that's why he's going to cut across it. New man at the crease, battles to adjust to the change of pace. Then he just picks out the fielder, Van der Dussen on the fence. Just there for the 4 deliveries, 3 runs, 137 for 4.
Ben Stokes. And strike rate.
Dale isn't going to bowl the last few overs or at the death.
That's flat batted away for 4. Waited and waited, Morgan. Down the leg side, it'll go for 4. Just what England needed. Turned an average over into a good one. 11 off and brings up 150 as well. 150 for 4. England need a boundary. Man out there, taken. Miller. Slower balls. They've done the trick. They do the trick again here. Giddy with 1. A big one. Stokes gone.
And it's that variation again. The off-cutter rolls the fingers across it, but it's the width of it. It's nowhere near the stump, so difficult to drag across to the leg side. If you do, and you don't get it right, you've got the likes of Miller waiting to catch you. The plan works perfectly. South Africa chuffed to have the big hitting Stokes on his way. 152 for 5.
Moeen Ali in. Where is it? Where is it? It's gone for 4. Short and put away. England back in it. Shot. Oh, wow. That is a beauty. Right out of the top drawer from Eoin Morgan. What are you going to bowl? And he's gone my usual ball, which is full. And full with pace is going to disappear. It's disappeared again. This is absolutely brilliant by Eoin Morgan. He's just dusted it off. Sorting things out.
First 2 deliveries went for 2 singles, and then 14 off the next 3 deliveries, which takes Morgan to 52 of 33 deliveries. What a captain's performance this has been. Exactly when they needed to put the foot down, he's done the job and done it clinically.
Yeah, 12th half century for the England captain. Bang again. Bavuma takes the catch. It was there, it was in the slot. He didn't hit it as well as the previous 3. A lifeline, perhaps, for South Africa.
Yeah, singing his praises, but he'll be the most disappointed person in this ground. He's basically got the team over the line. He didn't want to throw it away. He wanted to be on strike for the last over. To be picked out Temba Bavuma on the boundary. Just have a look at the front foot. I think he gets away with that one. Only just.
I think it always depends what color your glasses are in this situation, because you can see that however you want. It's not up to us, it's up to the TV umpire. TV umpire is Aliuddin Balaka, and he's having a look at that again. It is tight. It is very tight. And you make up your mind. Oh, I tell you what, they might be just a little bit behind the crease, just enough. It's a smidgen, only a smidgen.
Yeah, I'm going with not enough evidence to 100% convince me to overturn the decision, so I'm allowing him to get away with it. I'm on the boater's side.
Yep, too close. I say too close to say that is not out. He's now going to check the return crease. Does he tramp all over that? Nope, that foot never, the heel never hits the ground, so he's okay. Phew. That's what I'll say. Phew. Away you go.
Yeah, the England players in Bumble are saying that's got to be a no ball.
Again, I'll say, Sean.
Exactly.
The tint of your glasses. He's gone for a brilliant 52. 171 for 6. In comes Tom Curran. New man at the crease. Man who was set was the captain, Owen Morgan. Brilliant 52, and he looked like it just dusted it off, and England were there. Moeen Ali is in. It's made it exciting for this crowd at Buffalo Park. How many? How many? 2 in the arc, which a length's got to be good. There you go. He's gone for it. The wind says out. There you go. He's going to try and go for it. He'll back himself to clear the fence, but the ball will just get held up in the wind. Miller makes no mistake. Oh, we still have a game on our hands.
South Africa still in this game. 5 required of 4. Left-hander on strike. 173 for 7.
Chris Jordan has made his way to the middle. Was excellent at the depth with ball in hand. Ngidi round the wicket. Oh, excellent. Excellent. There's that off cutter. Works brilliantly. Here we go again. Oh, he's bowled it quicker. They'll get 2. They'll get 2. Everybody on the fence leg side. Review. He's gone upstairs. Quinton de Kock says, hey, I want to see what's happening here. LBW shout, a huge shout from Ngidi. With Moeen Ali across the stumps. Says not out. And we're upstairs.
Big inside edge. Much going for. Would have been a great call if it had been LBW. Save yourself 2 runs, new man at the crease, but clearly Eldred shows us massive contact. It was the quicker delivery by Ngidi, so there is no doubt that he's going back to the off cutter for the last 2.
Bam! Oh, wow! What a time to get a wicket. It's on, still on.
Massive moment in this T20 international. Lungi Ngidi is standing tall at the back end of this innings for South Africa. He's been simply brilliant. 3 wickets he's picked up. I think he's just gone for the 9 runs in his 11 deliveries. Unbelievably, Ali not working out that he's going to go back to that off-spinning option. It does him in the flight, just dips at the last minute, goes underneath the bat, basically turns it into a Yorker. Almost see the follow-through of Ngidi, hardly follows through, but brilliant, absolutely brilliant bowling at this moment. We're down to the last delivery. Could we be in for a super over? 3 required of 1 delivery. Don't turn away from your TV screens. It's all on the line. 175 for 8.
Adil Rashid is in. He's on strike. And there's 1 ball to face. England need 3 to win. 2 to tie, remember. And then we have a super over. That change room's very nervous. Nobody's getting up. Everybody's same position. Same sort of story in England's changing room. Look at that. The body language tells you. With arms folded. Nerves galore. What do they get? Can they get it? Here they're all sitting, waiting, expectant. Buffalo Park is up as well. They're willing Ngidi on.
Yeah. Quinton de Kock is taking as much time as he can possibly take. He wants every fielder in exactly the right position. So how has he positioned them? If they get a single, they're happy, South Africa. So everyone in the rings on the edge, they don't mind it at all if they pick up a single. He's got his boundary posters. I think Lungi's going to go for the same option. It's got to be the cutter. I very much challenge he's going to go away from what's been so successful for him at the back end.
Yeah, boundary riders 5 off as well. Ngidi to Rashid. 1. Second, run out. Wow. What about that? It looked like England were there. They couldn't get there in the end. Both sides producing some really good stuff at the death. And it's South Africa who win by just 1 run. So South Africa will be ecstatic, no doubt, having won the game here. And having done so, they'll feel they must address certain things, though. Started well, out the blocks quickly. And you can consider that it was a pitch that slowed down, made difficult batting at the back end. But it's that finish, the middle and the finish, that they'll need to consider. For England, same sort of thing. Started well and then lost their way. That man Butler, in talking to Rob Keone here, perhaps better suited to being in the middle at the back end when things need sorting out, because he does that role really well for England, and that's where they seem to lack. Tough to start in the middle with the pitch as it is and slower balls being bowled.
The top 4 basically did the job. 52 of 34 for Morgan as well. He'll be kicking himself that he got out at the back end there with just an over to go. He should have got himself, his team, over the line, but they lost 6 wickets for only the addition of 24 runs in those last few overs. Partnerships wide, always looking for good solid partnerships at the top of the order. They got that, did England. Roy and Bairstow 72, 39. Roy and Morgan 41 of 33. When the vital moment of the match came, partnerships just not strong enough to get them over the line. The 19 of 8 from O'Nally and Morgan looked like it was going to do the job, but they didn't encounter for a fantastic over from Ngidi. One thing is wise is Ngidi, who will take all the raps and praise. 3 for 30. What a brilliant performance. Have a look at that. Those 2 grey mountains on the right-hand side of screen. Went for 7 and 8. No, in fact, I lied. That's 5 and 5 in his last 2 overs. The 2 are the wickets that fell. So brilliant. 2 for 32 from Bethlequire. Shamsi was good for his 0 for 25. Hendricks, who only came on late in the piece, 2 for 33. And then good to see Dale Steinbach, 1 for 33, picked up the wicket up front.
So the summary then of this thriller at Buffalo Park: 177 for 8. South Africa having been asked by Owen Morgan to bat first. Bavuma top scoring with 43. Quinton de Kock giving them the start with 31 from 15. Van der Dussen in the middle in partnership with Bavuma was good for his 31. Jordan came back really well, 2 for 28 at the back end. Moeen Ali and Adil Rashid doing a great job in the middle with their spinners. Then England in their chase also started really well, getting a fantastic start from Roy. Morgan was good, 52 from 34, but when he went out, then things changed. Ngidi was the man at the back end, 3 for 30 from 4, but impressively defended 6 in the final over, and it meant that South Africa won by 1 run.
This has been a Fox Sports production.